If you're going to turn that conflict between you and your partner into relationship goals and then a relationship that will thrive, here's the 3 key things you need to do. First thing you got to do is address the elephant in the room, the issues you guys been dealing with, right? Because you can't work towards any relationship goal if you have all this conflict and you're on different pages and miscommunication. So you're going to talk about the core issues you guys have, both of you, put it all on the table, but you're going to put it on the table as if it is literally pieces on the table, not you guys being personally a part of the concerns. Yes, I get it. You feel a way that your partner did something and vice versa, or said something or whatever. But you're going to use I statements to just speak to what you're not liking, the experience you're having, not placing the experience on them as far as blame is concerned. Yes, I get it. They actually are the one that did the thing. But the more you keep putting their face on the thing, they keep feeling defensive to defend themselves because no one wants to be the bad guy, right? So you say, hey, they did something that was hurtful towards you. I felt this way when this thing happened, whenever these words were said. Whenever I saw you do that thing, it meant this to me, right? Not whenever you did that, you hurt me, right? Don't place so much of the criminal tag on them, because someone can easier digest and embrace you speaking about something that they've done that hurt you whenever you speak about the thing that hurt you about what they did and not necessarily speaking about them directly. They can step back and say, okay, I can see the action that you're talking about versus I am the action and therefore I am this bad guy. But after you get it covered on, here's how I felt about this thing happening, then you're going to give them, here's what I would like. This is what I need. Here's what I needed to change to. Can you help me do that? Help me change what this experience was in this way to this. And then do the same for them. If they have concerns, they have issues or whatever, same process. And you guys both come up with what needs to happen for you guys both to feel rectified, right, and back on the right track. Then second, after you guys have covered the conflict and you've dealt with that, now you're going to talk about a general conversation about your needs, what you require to be happy and healthy in a relationship. You're going to tell your partner, give them the cheat sheet, right? So they're aware of all the things you require to feel like you're supported and you have a companion that's there to love on you the right way. So you're going to tell your partner, here's what I need to feel supported in a relationship in practice. Give them examples. See, people so often say, love on me or so forth, do nice things, but what's it look like to you? Because your perception of it might be different than theirs. So give them examples and say, hey, here is what it looks like in practice when someone is loving on me properly, supporting me properly, whatever it is. So they have all the cards to know how to nurture you the way that you need it. And third, after you guys have dealt with the conflict, you got on the same page about your needs and what you need from each other. Now you're going to get clear on what's our collective relationship goal. Where are we trying to go in the future towards our vision? What is it, right? Get clear on that. Because you guys want to have something that you unify around, that you're both motivated towards getting, so that when you guys get off track a little bit, because no relationship's perfect, and you're going to have little bumps in the road, you guys can have clarity of why you're doing this and getting back on the same page because you have the same overall desired goal. But here's the thing. Having the goal is not enough. You need to now have a conversation after you get the goal in perspective, a conversation of making sure you're on the same page about your values, your principles, and your morals and your standards in order to get to that goal. Because goals sound great until you run into those challenging roadblocks to where you guys' value structures are going to be a big determining factor on how you handle different challenges. And if the right challenge comes along and you guys' values are not aligned, you'll fall apart. Trust me, I've been there personally. So what you guys are going to do is on your own, before you talk about your values, you're going to get clear for yourself on what those are and make sure you can articulate them on paper so that there's no mishaps or misunderstandings when you're articulating this to your partner and you're trying to tell them these things. So get down, what are your values? What are your principles? What are your morals? What are your standards? And then you're going to write, what's it look like in practice when you're living by those? And then why these are the things that break down into your standards, into your morals, into your principles, into your values. Why are they such? What do they do for you? Right? Without these being in your life, what happens? Right? And what's it look like in practice when you're living to it? Then you go exchange it with your partner. They exchange theirs. And then you see where you guys' standards, principles, morals, and values, where they align. Come up with an overall value structure that you guys can both believe in and buy into fully, because your values and your principles and your morals and standards are the wiring that dictates your identity. And you'll never do anything to go against how you self-identify, because this is what helps you feel like you're a good person and feel like someone is living worthwhile and living with purpose and all those things. That's all tied to your value systems. So make sure you guys are on the same page and you can agree to your value system so that when you're going for that goal, that relationship goal and that vision, and the toughest times come along, you guys can corral together because you're on the same page with similar values versus being on polar opposites when you find out the hard way that this whole time you thought you guys were yoked in, but when all it took was the right challenge and mountain to come along to where everything falls apart. You don't want that, and I don't want that for you. So quick recap. Conflict, here's how I felt about the situation. Here's what I would like from you to help me in getting a better result. Here's how I would like it to go. Second, here's the needs that I have in a relationship in order to be happy and healthy with a partner. Here's what I need from my partner. Here's what it looks like in practice. Here's how someone does that for me, right? And then thirdly, here's the vision that we have, right? Here's the vision I see. Do you see the same one? All right. And here's my values around that. Here's my wiring. Here's what makes me tick. And here's why it makes me tick that way. And here's what it looks like in practice when we're living to it. What's it look like for you too? Okay, get on the same page and boom. Now we're running off towards that goal. If you and your partner need help building this 3-tiered system, right, to really get clear on how do we work through our conflict, what's the experience we want to have, what do I need from my partner, and then here's my value structure to go get towards our relationship goal, I'm here to help you. Reach out, DM me coaching, and I'll help you guys build through it so you can have the thriving relationship you deserve to. Let's get it.